where news comes first. This is WECT's News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for WECT News at 6. I'm Bill Murray. A new year bringing some new changes to North Carolina. Starting January 1st, the state will be implementing a series of new laws. WECT's Raina Crooms looking into some of those laws. Raina, I know one of them is going to help the government increase its transparency, correct?
Right, Bill. If you've ever wondered where is my tax money going, you may soon get some answers. Senate Bill 299 will be going into effect on January 1st. I talked to the state treasurer today who says this law is meant to enforce local governments to perform their yearly audit. Not only will that help cities and towns keep better track of their money, but give you a better idea of where your tax money is being spent. If an audit isn't done, the local government commission can now have the ability to take the government's sales tax revenue to pay for an audit. He says he hopes the state won't have to resort to those measures.
We hope that this law is sort of like the Maytag repair person, the most loneliest law in the world, because maybe it will never have to be used. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case.
Up to 150% of the cost audit can be withheld. Counties and municipalities will be warned before any action is taken. Governor Roy Cooper vetoed this bill, saying it will punish people in the state's smallest communities who rely on that tax revenue. But the Republican-led General Assembly overrode that veto. And of course, that's one of just several laws that will be set to go in effect on Monday. Bill, just last week I looked into new laws for teens looking to get their driver's license.
Right.
I have that story on WECT.com.
All right, Raina, thank you. She's 2 for 2. There is a list of other laws starting on Monday. Doctors will only be able to prescribe medicines like opioids and other Schedule 5 controlled substances electronically. Teachers and state employees who retire early and go back to work will have to repay retirement benefits. New adoption rules also go into effect, letting adults be adopted by their former step-parent, which can have benefits like establishing inheritance rights. If you owe money and you're being threatened by a collection agency, you won't have to prove damages to recover civil penalties. Adult video websites have some age verification laws now. Some have already gotten ahead of this by blocking access in North Carolina. And also new election laws starting. The governor won't have the power to appoint state election board members anymore. The number of Republicans and Democrats on the board will also be evened out. The State Board of Elections will be required to hold onto election result documents for 22 months after an election's over. It'll be illegal for addiction treatment facilities to falsely advertise, and license plate readers will start being used for missing person cases. Now, we know that's a lot of information. We put it all online for you. You can read it on your time. You can find it on WECT.com and the WECT News app.